Hi, I'm Bill Hader.
I'm John Solomon.
I'm Rob Klein.
We wrote a sketch for the show called Song for Daddy with Justin Bieber that only went to dress rehearsal. So we're going to show you the sketch, and then afterwards we'll do a little commentary on it. So here's the sketch.
And the bottle keeps rolling along. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Thank you. Thank you. You're very kind. You know, that was a protest song back in the day, but I'm guessing most of you know it from ABC's Private Practice. That's right. You know, it's real special for me to be up here on stage with my son. Over on the keys, Barbara's Raised Fields.
Hey, Pops.
Hey, son. Who's the boss?
I am.
Oh, the stage almost fell on you, son. That would have sucked. That would have sucked big time. Because I've never hosted this show before. Let's give it a break.
It's not part of it.
Yeah, well, just hold on there. Little guy, okay? We're gonna start over. Gonna keep going. You ready? There you go. Oh, well, okay. We're just gonna tune up for a second. This next song here, this song, it's a very special song for me.
Yeah, you did.
This is about my daddy. Now, Boz here, he never got to know his grandfather, did you, son?
Nope.
See, my daddy was a coal miner from the Harbick ground of West Virginia. Sometimes he was more comfortable with a thermos full of whiskey than a hug for his boy. Can I get the other guitar, please? Thank you. Now, Daddy, he loved us. He loved us a lot. He just, he didn't know how to say it. Then one snowy day, my mama said 5 words I'll never forget. She said, "Daddy don't feel too well." The doctors had my daddy laid up in the hospital, but it's a funny thing about coal miners. They don't take too well to getting bossed around by the city doctors. Can I get my kazoo, please? Thank you. Never forget it. My daddy looked at me from his hospital bed and he said, "Son, get the truck. We're gonna take one last ride." Ah! 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 So I picked my daddy up and I carried him down these steps into the parking lot. Ah! Ah! I'm not getting it. I'm not getting the sound I want. Ah! 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 Buzz, give me a little riff on the keyboard there, D major. Hit again. One more time. That's the sound I'm looking for right there. Okay, thank you. So I set my daddy down on the bed, our old pickup, and I said, "Let's go see those mountains." Tony, how you doing on that Dr. Seuss horn? One more time on it. There you go. There you go. There you go. Ah! Yeah. You're a real sweet audience, by the way. I drove my daddy up to that mountain to our old spot, and I'll never forget it. My daddy looked at me and he said, "Say, son, I'll race you to the creek." Baz una mas on that. Give me a G. One more time. 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 Yeah, there it is. And I said, "No, Daddy, let's not race. Let's just sit." And then my daddy, he pointed at an old oak tree and he said, "Who this?" And I said, I said, Daddy, that's a tree. And he went, oh. Jimmy, you got good on that milk? All right. By the way, this song is something of a call and response. So when I say preserve, I'm going to need you all to say Social Security. Let's try it. Preserve. Social Security. Not supposed to say preserve. Social Security. Jesus Christ. All right, well, one more time. Preserve. Social Security. There you go. Richie, can I get my favorite hat, please? Richie, bring in my hat, will you? You don't have it? Well, forget it. Anyway, that's the story about my daddy. I know y'all thought it was worth it. You're right. Now, here's the song. I hope you like it. You ready, son?
Ready, Pops.
All right. This one's for my daddy, alive and well in Dover, Delaware. All right. 1, 2, 3. Preserve! 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 Gotta go back in time! Thank you.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, that was great.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was.
That was the best that ever went.
I think so. Let's hear it again for the Tim Fields Band. I don't know. I like it. What's that song called?
Tell them what the name of the song is, son.
Patty cake.
That's right.
Oh, nice. That's real cool. All right, coming up next on the Steve Harvey Show, you're going to meet a woman who says she was fired because she was too hot.
Oh, that's not cool.
I don't like that.
Yeah,
I don't like that. But good job.
Okay, so this sketch could be described as a train wreck, right?
The greatest train wreck.
The greatest train wreck ever. So, this is a character, this is a thing, Rob, you had an idea for this for a while, right?
Mm-hmm. That this old country singer might have written a new song with a couple of weird instruments, so we're kind of laying the groundwork for this guy. Justin Bieber hosting.
And oh, by the way, the audience right now is just filled with prepubescent girls. This is not really the crowd for this. It's just all little, it's just Justin Bieber fans. It's like, that's all it's addressed.
Hey, son. Who's the boss?
I am.
Okay, and then a wall almost fell on Justin Bieber's head.
So a wall, this has never, and in my time at SNL, this has never happened before, where one of the walls just tipped over and almost fell. So in my peripheral vision, I see he's really scared right there. That's true fear on Justin Bieber's face. Yeah, he's scared. He is scared. And so the whole thing started to go like this, and I saw like 5 guys run over and grab it. That's what you're not seeing right now, is that there's a whole crew trying to put the wall back into place.
Bill's trying to keep it together.
And so now we have to keep trucking on. I asked Jenna, the stage manager, I'm like, are we going to stop? Because the set just almost fell on our host. And she went, no, keep going.
Now, Boz here, he,
Also, lighting.
We didn't know that hat was going to cause a half shadow in Bill's face.
Can't see your eyes. Again, the least of our problems.
More comfortable with a thermos full of whiskey.
Okay,
Hug for his boy. Can I get the other guitar, please? Thank you.
so here comes the big joke.
Daddy.
Nothing.
Nothing. So that's what I'm thinking right now. That got nothing.
Wasn't there somebody in the front row who saw that happen and said, like,
What? Yeah, this guy in the front row didn't understand comedy, and he just kept going, wait a minute, what?
Yeah.
And he said it another time later when I do the daddy's voice.
Doctors have my daddy laid up in
Now, when we did this at the table read on Wednesday at SNL, we have a table read. This sketch killed.
pretty good.
Did all right.
It did all
We
right.
thought we were in good shape.
We thought we weren't worried at all about anything. Now, we didn't work this out. We did not
Never
work
forget
it.
it. My daddy looked at me from his hospital bed and he said, son, get the truck. We're gonna take one last ride.
Nothing. Stunned silence. I'm just looking at young girls looking at me going, when is Justin gonna do something? Is it really about this old man? and Fred in the background being very patient.
Lauren at this point under the bleachers just kind of sadly shaking his head maybe.
Give me a
Kind of stunned as well. Never having seen something this level.
Justin's really giving it his all there with those, and he's getting, maybe he's trying to make it funny.
I'm looking for right there. Okay, thank you.
So I know this is not, right there I just realized this was not going to air. That was the moment I realized this is not going to air.
Tony, how you doing on that Dr. Seuss horn?
So half the horn is
One more time.
shadow.
Yeah.
That's not right.
Thought that would get a huge laugh.
Nothing. That's me getting my frustrations out. The sketch is going,
Kind of a laugh.
and that was when the guy went, what? That's where I'm laughing.
I drove my daddy up to the.
See, the whole idea that this is on the Steve Harvey show and that this is the second song,
Looked at me and he said,
which usually they just do one song.
Race to the creek. Buy uno mas on that. Give me a G.
DOA.
Nothing.
One more time.
Real bad choice of ours on those sound effects.
Yeah. Not funny sound effects.
Yeah, there it is.
I will say I still love this even though no one
Yeah.
is laughing.
Yeah, I think up in the writer's room,
It's a
people
fun-
were going crazy.
Yeah.
In the writer's room, people were laughing very hard because this was, see, right there, that was the other time the guy went, what? The guy went, what? And I looked at him, and
I said, Daddy, that's a tree.
I got a little something else.
Jimmy, you got good on that milk?
Yeah,
Fred's face is pretty good.
yeah, Fred's kind of looking at me going like, I don't have to wear this wig at air. This is great.
Response. So when I say preserve,
Okay.
I want you all to say Social Security. Let's try it. Preserve.
So they weren't supposed to say anything. The joke is that I say it and that you cut to Steve Harvey and no one's saying anything.
Jesus Christ.
But our actual live audience of little kids follow the grown-up and said he's saying, say something, I have to say it.
Luckily, we have a funny hat coming up.
Richie, bring in my hat, will you? You don't have it?
Nope.
Oh,
They were supposed to give him a prop hat.
I was supposed to have a prop hat. That's not a joke. There is no prop hat. They were going like this. We don't. They're shrugging.
You're right. Now here's the song.
Definitely the most
You ready,
anything's
son?
ever gone wrong.
Ready, Pops?
All right.
Yeah. A host almost get killed.
Alive and well. And
My hat
good
wasn't there.
everywhere. All right. 1, 2, 3.
Well, at least it has this.
This is Neil Casey. He's one of the writers.
Yeah, it's
That's
a
the
draft.
giraffe.
Yeah.
Keenan is.
Well,
Ian comes in and tries to save it.
well, that was great.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was.
That was the best bit ever went.
Yeah.
For the Tim Fields band, I don't know, I like it.
I don't know. I like it.
What's that song called?
Tell them what the name of the song is, son.
Patty cake.
It didn't work out. There was supposed to be a different line there.
It was
But
supposed to be a different line. It was supposed to be
Hey Jude.
Hey Jude.
She was fired because she was too hot. I don't like that.
Kind of quiet acceptance.
So right then I left and went backstage, and you guys said, well, that didn't go well. Well, there you have it, everyone.
We treasure it.
We treasure it. Hope you do too. And I'm glad Justin Bieber is
Part of it.
part of it.